first of all, welcome to all of you, and how are you guys?
Good, alhamdulillah.
Okay, guys, to start with the formality of this program is brought to you by Al Musanid and under the cooperation of Al Muhannad Institute for Training. And here is Mr. Gassi, will be your host today for the English Club. And I think you are all familiar with the English Club. I have to say it's your chance to practice English properly. And I will start firstly with some rules that we need to adhere, and they are really very important. Let me start with this screen, and I would like confirmation from your side that you can see clearly what's in the screen. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
I think it is well known that we should have rules of conduct here. Speaking should be in English only. I mean, unless you had to. Then one of the most important thing is to stay positive in your comments. So negative commenters will not be allowed, and I think you all know this one. Try to reflect the bright side of your culture problems when you discuss them, and try to be a little bit using a very euphemism expressions, as well as also any use of vulgar language is prohibited. Avoid the tribalism, religious dilemma, point of view that and personalization. Be supportive, encouraging, and optimistic, and I think then we are ready to kick the ball to start our club. So I'm not going to give introductory about me, just Mr. Gazim enough, and that is your English club. Today we will be discussing the topic of procrastination, if you are familiar with this one. So we started with first. Do you know what procrastination means?
Yes, it's kind of postponing or delaying a task.
Okay. Yes, that's right. Good. So you see, there are bundles of questions. I think there are a dozen. I mean, 12 or so, and that's approximately. I will be starting with the first question, and I would like to hear your comments on this one. The first question says, "What springs mind when you hear the word procrastination?" Maybe the question is a little bit hard. The other way to say the question would be like, "What strikes your mind when you hear the word procrastination?"
Yes, it's kind of like when I hear about it, I hear like when most or maybe I should do a task at like the same time or maybe in limited time, but I can't, figure it out or maybe like how can I say this? Like when you are delaying it to okay, when you come to do something, then when the time comes, you will delay it for another time.
Excellent. That is a good comment. Thank you very much. And
Yeah.
I would like to tell your name. I think is
Muhammad
Muhammad
Fakhruddin.
Fakhruddin.
Yes,
That's your name. Yes. So I will
yes.
try to follow you guys from my side. So and please make sure that your names are on the Zoom, the name that you need to be called with. So
All right.
yeah, and if in any case, I will go with these names unless I felt like the name is not okay. Like someone here is going with Galaxy A11. So in this case, I would like to ask you what's your name. So in case if you're referring to any one of the questions, um, I don't want to deal with these kind of things. Okay.
Okay.
And yes, your name is
My name is Marwa.
Marwa. So I will go with that one. Please, guys, let us go with the formal way. Always try to name your devices, whether it's any type of electronic devices. Try to name them with the name that you need to be called with. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Clearly, when you got a question says what strikes your mind, and guys also, okay, just let me do one thing. I have to deactivate the notation, so from your side you will not be able to do it. Okay, that's okay now. Okay. So here are the things, and I don't want you to be like a school class, primary school class, to raise your hand all the time. No, we can do it as a human when we are a meeting in a table. Whenever someone starts, others will be listening, and if you start to speak, then he bows. You felt like he end up. You can directly start your speech, and sometimes also we can have interference, but I think we can do it that way. So that was Muhammad Fakhruddin said that it's a kind of when he comes about the word procrastination, he feels like it's about delaying. It's a good comment, though. I would like to hear for the others. What do you think about the first questions?
Okay, it means that you delay or postpone something.
The
Um,
question means like, how do you feel when you say what strikes mind? It means like what comes as idea, as feeling, as emotion when you come to the word procrastination. When people say to you procrastination, how do you feel?
like there are something that is not like an urgent. That's why people use it like to do it in another time, like not in urgent to do it at the same time. So it's just like a priority of things. If you have list of things that you will do the priority of things first, and then you just procrastinate the other thing, which is not like urgent.
So that in this case would not be procrastination; it will be delaying. By
Delaying.
defining, by different, there is a big difference between the word procrastination and delaying. Delaying could
Yeah.
go with the cause of positivity, but
Yeah.
procrastination is always comes out of negativity. So
Yeah.
if I were you, and I want to answer this question, I will go with its negative feelings,
Yeah.
maybe fears. That is the reason we
Something that we
always
have
procrastinate
to
things. I don't know.
avoid it. Mm.
Good. Do you have any other comments, guys? If you have, let's say, a noisy background, please stay muted unless you would like to add something or comment, because I can hear some, background noise coming from one of you, but I cannot properly, exactly. Galaxy, I think that comes from your side. Unless you want to speak, then you can unmute yourself.
Yes, it's like when you are trying to do or working on important and meaningful tasks, but you are trying to work on it, but you are postponing them.
So now, if we go with some activities by name, what would you mention?
Like when you are trying to do maybe homework or something like that, or
So,
maybe you are studying for an exam, and the exam will be maybe after 1 month, and you are trying to study. Before 1 month, you did a plan for your studies, but when it comes to reality, you are not doing the same as you planned before, and you are keeping postponing it until there is one week or something like that, and you will start doing the same thing you postponed it before.
wow, and actually, I have to say, somehow
Yes,
it sends, the creep down up my spine, feeling like, when you have exam plan and you need to procrastinate it. To some extent, that could be a little bit hard and harming, and the result and outcome could be, really catastrophic. Okay, so that's for Muhammad Fakhruddin. What about the others? I think Muhammad Abdel, I don't know, raised his hand, Muhammad, and also Muhammad Ali raised, his hand. Muhammad Ali, okay, yes. Feel free and try to speak your English. I have to say there is no judgment in your English, and it doesn't matter whether we speak broken language or we speak very fluent language. That the all matters here is more practice means more familiarity with language means more development. So just let's take it that as easy as it is, and let's encourage everyone here to try to speak your language. And I think the barrier of how might my language seem to be? Is it broken or not? This is not a place for it. So I urge you all to try to speak freely, freely with a free conscience and mind about do I make mistake or not. So I would like to listen to someone else tells us about the things that he normally procrastinate.
The unfavorite tasks.
And favorite top. If we can go with names like it could be daily things. For example, it could be like tidying up your room, ironing your clothes, doing the laundry, or cooking. It could be also going to work. It could be sending emails. For me, I had one of my list was like doing typing things in my computers, essays exactly when I was at university. That was the thing that I always procrastinate for the last minute. I dare say I always used to do it in a nick of time. So what's about you, Hamza?
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, yes.
I'm not Hamza, I'm Hamza's mother. And regard
Uh,
to the question, when your kids is asking a direct question, uh not it's not in their age, so you need to procrastinate the questions, and you don't want to say the direct answer for them,
mhm.
and even though that's in your job. So you know the customer service and procedure, and in the direct procedure you will not have to say that we cannot do that. So we need also to procrastinate the customer. We don't have to give them the direct answer and the right procedure that what we will do exactly, because they don't need to wait.
Okay, guys,
So yeah, we do several things that for this
thank
kind
you.
of questions.
Thank you very much, Mala. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I think I have to explain this word in Arabic because I feel like it is really misunderstood.
Yeah, please.
Procrastination is not delaying at all, not by any means. جماعة خلوني أخبركم البروكراستينيشن هي ليست التأجيل وإنما هي التسويف وهي قول
تسويف.
سوف تسويف
تسويف او
وهي
مماطله.
أي نعم قبل سوف أفعل يعني حالة البروكراستينيشن نقولها بالعربي هي الحالة اللي يكون فيها وجب أن يفعل الشيء وأنت ما زلت تتأخر. في حالة
There's
الكاستمر كير وغيره يعني هنا ليس واجب انك تقول له، ليش؟ لان مصلحة العمل او غيره لا تقتضي هذا الامر. فهنا
That will be
right.
تستخدم
like
شيء اخر.
evading.
Yes, that will be something else. So please, procrastination is about the task that need to be done in a time, and you are not, you are not, let us say, going with the deadline or the time span that is stipulated for it.
It's not the same situation that where your kids asking a direct question. It's not in their age.
No,
They
that is
would
not
not
the
be able
situation.
to answer them. It's not.
In this situation, if you go with the reality, the right
Uh-huh.
thing to be done here is not the answer that the question to be answered has a time. So that is not the time for answering this question. So here there is no procrastination, but here is something else which is not telling the truth, or maybe evading to saying the truth. That is
Uh-huh.
something else. No. Procrastinating, for example, you have to do your homework right now, or you're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to send an email or a circulating an email for the customer care, for example. You promise one of the customer that you will call him back, and you felt like my duty finished, and that is my time, so I'm going to do it later. So that is really procrastination.
We can try to do that later, for example.
Mhm. But still, that is the time because if you go now, no one will call this customer. You see, here that will be a procrastination. In the case like I am not supposed to tell him some information because he might not, let's say, positively construe, or he might negatively misconstrue what I'm going to say, and somehow
Mm-hmm.
that is going to jeopardize the duty of my work, or to some extent, or also the relation between the customer and the company that you work for. In this case, yes, that is not procrastination. Out of wisdom, that will be is you need to direct the customers to the positive course of actions and says, I hope that is clear now.
Clear, Kirsten.
Okay, yes. And again, yes, fine. Really, let us take it with the normal things. Like, for example, I have a habit of procrastinating, sending personal, things. For
Go like
example,
going to the gym.
okay, that yes, yes, especially for men,
Usually,
yes,
like you start saying like I'm gonna go tomorrow, but nah. Like just let it wait for the next day, and you keep repeating
definitely.
the same thing over and over and not going, and you end up like not working out. Period.
Hmm. Exactly, that is the case. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was a hit directly to the head. Good. Okay, yes, someone else. So let's start with normal things. Okay, what are the things that you procrastinate normally? There are some people their mic is not available, like Aladdin, Khaludi, or maybe Muhammad, Zainab, Uthman, Muhammad. Your microphone is not enabled, so you need to look on the screen. On the left of the screen, there will be a headset. There will be dial over internet. Then please click on it. Then it will be activated. If that is not the case, then maybe the time that you install the Zoom, you didn't allow it to use the microphone, so you need to go to the setting directly there. Then you will choose accessibility. You then, after that one, you will go directly to allow to use the microphone. Okay, yes. Okay, I'm going to jump directly to the third question. And guys, please, I would like to listen to you more than I speak. Do you think mind does it on purpose? Like, do you think when you procrastinate, like your mind do it, purposely?
Because sometimes like most people would like to do something, but there's like in the back of their head there's something that's telling them like not to, but at the same time they want to. If you know what I'm trying to say, say like hey, yeah, I my father is telling me to visit my, you know, far
Yeah.
cousin over at such a village,
Mhm.
and I do not want to do it, but at the same time I do. It is just like playing a trick. Your mind is playing a trick on you.
Okay. It's a good explanation, though. Thank you very much. I follow too. Please, your name, that would be very, convenient. Yeah. Your name is?
Il Badri.
Badr. Okay. That was good. Thank you, Badr, for your comment. Yes. It's a conflict between your mind, maybe a conflict between what you want to do and the sense of the obligation, what you have to do, and somehow they will be, let's say, a conflict between them, and that will lead you to procrastinate it. It's a good way of expression. Thank you very much. That was smart. Yes, I would like to go to another one. Yes.
Okay, for me, I don't think that the mind did do it in a purpose. I think it somehow is like just come in a natural way. Like in some cases, like some people like doing this in a by purpose, like they do it intentionally. For example, if I have a problem and I know that this problem it will affect me negatively if I didn't solve that issue right now, but I still procrastinate it in another
Mhm.
time. So I think I'm doing this in purpose that I'm running away from it right now.
Okay. So, and regardless of the purpose is justified or not justified,
Yeah,
correct? Because we need to justify the purpose of you delaying it. It could be
yeah,
not the right thing to do at the time.
yeah.
Guys, let me tell you one of the culture of English speakers. Whenever there is a debate or something that you would like to talk about, The functionality of your mind thinking should be always goes with the word it depends. Really, it depends. When we say, do you think the mind does it in purpose? It depends. It depends on the situation. It depends on the matter. It depends on the emotion. It depends on the experience. It depends on the consequence that will, is going to result from what, whether I am doing it or not doing it on the time that need to be done. So you see, so when you think it depends, it can open for you those of playground where you can answer questions. I think Maysoon is raising her hand, and as well as also Muhammad Ali, or maybe they just forget to read that one. Yes, go ahead and yes, add your comment. Now, guys, do you agree or disagree with what I have said? It depends on like how they say it depends on the matter itself. It depends on the experience of the matter, the emotional connected with this matter, the deadline, the priority of these things, because we know prioritizing is one of the most important things also.
Yes, for me, I think it's about the experience you get before. Like when you are trying to postpone something, maybe you have done something before and it affects you negatively. So, and once the time has come, the time has come. At that time, your mind will like play with you and trying to keep you in the comfort zone. So that's what I can say about this matter. Maybe I'm right or wrong. Maybe you can correct me in this, idea.
There is no correction at all, but they will be always to look it from another angle, because we do not have the tools to judge from right or wrong. It just we see the point of view and we take possibilities, so to speak. I would like, okay, to open it for anyone else. So he's saying that, do you agree or disagree, or do you have any other point of view about this one? Hamza's mother, yes.
Yeah, accept my apology for that, but I need to ask a different question. It's not about the same. What you are saying in your own language, you are saying it depends. I usually say that it depends. So correct me if I'm wrong saying the same words. It depends or it depends.
It depends.
Again,
It depends.
it bends. It should be.
There is these also. It depends.
It.
There is because the sound of s. When it
Huh?
comes with that one, it has a three pronunciation.
Yeah.
With it could be
So.
pronounced like s or z or is. So pronounced like s with word that end with t, p, and f, and so those three
Uh-huh.
sounds, for example, like and likes, it has to be an S. And it pronounced like is with the voiceless, like CH, SH,
Mhm.
and J like H, Z like Z, and S. So it pronounced like S. For the rest of all letters, it has to be Z. Whether this S for the for the present simple, or whether it's for the plural, or whether it's for the possessive. Even when we go with names, if someone with the name Omar, we say Umar's car, and his name is in the K, like just give me a name that in the K, like Malik, so it will be Malik's. And if his name is end with S, like Moose, like maybe Mo'nis, then it will be Mo'nis's. So
Yeah, I
that's
get
how
that.
it goes. Mhm.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yes.
Hi, good evening.
Yes. Welcome.
Sorry for late, but I don't know what you're talking about um, to participate it.
Welcome. Welcome. And today we're talking about the topic of procrastination, and now we are in question number three. And we've already done this one. Do you think mind does it on purpose? So I think you need to think of the next question directly, because that will be the question that will start on this, which is, what are the differences between the procrastination and prioritizing?
Hello.
Hello, guys. Guys, can you hear me clearly, guys?
It's clear, yes.
Okay.
Yes, Crystal.
Okay.
Yeah, clear.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah. I'm Khalil.
Welcome, Khalil.
Yeah, you hear me.
Yes, I do.
Actually, yeah, regarding this question, uh, what are the difference between procrastination and prioritizing? I think there are difference. Uh, when you prioritize,
Pro.
make it in how we pronounce it.
It is prioritize. When you prioritize,
Yeah.
like
When,
prioritize, like that one.
yeah, when you prioritize the task, for example, then you put it on the rank, the importance first, then you procrastinate the others to be in a lower levels. Then you do the important first, then go to the less important, and so forth. So there are difference between them. Yes, there are difference. Uh, yeah, procrastination is it's look like a negative thing, and that it's something you want to get rid of it and develop yourself to do things in to be proactive, do it quickly, uh, firstly first by first. But to prioritizing the things, that's a good things. It's a positive. It's to put things to put it in a plan, and then you do the first thing first. So I
Excellent.
think yes, there are difference.
Excellent. Very good, guys. What do you think? Yes, he made it clear for me. It's crystal clear that the differences between them. And you can add also, you can agree or disagree. Thank you very much, Mr. Khalil. That was really illuminated. That was very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, others? Still, you can also reflect
Yes,
the same thing in your own point of view or your experience or so. And
actually, the difference is somehow big. Procrastination is about delaying something, for another time. And prioritization or prioritizing is about to figure out which task is very important and I should do it right away. I think that will be the difference between them.
excellent. You get it right. Excellent. From my side, I do concur. That one, yes, that is right. Good,
Thank
yes.
you.
And for the others, a smart way for me to answer this question, it really depends on the matter itself. So, as well as also the timing of doing things. So, when the times comes, and how appreciable these things to be done. I mean, how important is it? Those two elements will define is it need to be procrastinated or to be done first. So this is how I see. And, you also feel free to agree or disagree, or also to add comment on it or criticize. Okay, guys, do you have anything to add about this point? Or we can go to the next question. Nothing to be added, I think. Okay, so now this question has been highlighted in green. So to tell you, like, we need to see our rules. I'm going to go back from yes, this one. So please, guys, whenever you have something about your culture, try to be positive about it and discuss it in a delicate way. I would rather say adhere a language of euphemism when you're just tackling the point. So here the question says, do you think people in your culture are organized enough? Do they respect time properly? Hello.
Okay, okay, yeah. This is Khalil. In my culture, you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, in my culture, the people they have tendency to procrastinate the things, to yeah, to give it more time and do it like always. Let's do it later, not right now. Okay, yeah. Um, that things, uh, it's yeah, it's a matter of culture. There, for example, there are other culture that they are. For example, in my culture, the people is not too much care about the time. Let's say it like that. Not very punctuous. Like if he or she tell you I will come on 10, then you expect him to reach by 12, for example, and he
2 hours
doesn't do.
span.
Sorry.
I said 2 hours span of time.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that just part of culture, like something you unconsciously you get it from your culture, and then you say you find like no issue in this, and then you start doing the same. So for the answer for the question, do you people in your culture are organized enough? So the organization here is regarding to the time, you mean, or in organize and everything else like. So here mainly we talk about the procrastination issue and prioritizing. So
Yes.
if you talk in this light, right?
Yes, from that angle, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah. So for me, yes, my culture, like people more like to do things to make things come in a little bit a random way. Yeah, try to make it come, and then when it's come, they deal with it.
Yes. Thank you very much, Khalil. Again, I'm really amazed by the whole thing that being covered in your answer. Okay, others, what do you think and what's your comment?
Okay, this is here Marwa speaking.
Yes, welcome.
Okay, from my point of view, uh, people like regarding to the issue of the time, people like get used to uh, deal with the time in a sense that is not like important. Like if you have an appointment, if you have an appointment with someone and this and he came late or something like it, you can just pass it and you can just ignore that he came late, and it's just like we are not argue about that. But when we deal with people like with different countries, people that really they respect the time and people that really they have like you cannot waste their even like 1 minute, then we are realizing that this is something is really it has value and we have to just go through it. But in my country, like with my people, like we are dealing with the issue of the time like in a very messy way. So it's just like if you will come on the time, if you will not come on the time, it's the same thing. Some of them they will respect, like okay, you came late, it's not an issue. But some of them they will really like argue with you that you really have to respect the time and come on the time because I have something to do and blah, blah, blah. Like they have something else, so they have priority of another thing they want to do, so you just delay them and you just waste their time. So there is like a little bit confusion about the time, because most of them, they are not like respect the really time for you.
Thank you very much. That well said, well organized, well demonstrated. Yes,
Yeah.
and that covers every aspect of it. Good, yes. I'm still eager to hear from the others, and or maybe you add some comment about some part of one of the previous speakers. You know. Okay, so I feel like we have discussed it enough, and let's jump to the next question. Says, how do you feel when people procrastinate what you want to be done soon? Yes, Anas, Sulaiman, guys, forgive me if I'm just going to ask people randomly because sometimes some people need to be, they have to be in the middle of something just properly, then they will act. I know it's not a way of professionalism to do so, but I think sometimes I just in the corner that, I had to. So, Anas Sulaiman, what do you think? Muhammad Muhajir, can you hear us?
Maybe I can add something for this question.
Yeah.
Muhammad Fakhruddin, it's Muhammad.
Yes, yes, Muhammad.
Actually, when you yourself postponing something or someone postpones something for you, you will somehow feel bad, you know, and it's all about regretting why, or you blame yourself, or maybe you blame the other person who postponed the work or task for you because maybe he consider it or you consider it not as important as it is really important for you. This is in case of another person did the same, but procrastinate in for a task you have given him. And when yourself you are delaying the something, you will after maybe that thing you didn't do it, you will feel bad in your in your heart, like why I did this, why I didn't, and you still like your mind will be happy in when he's in conference zone, and your heart will be asking why and why and why. And at the end, you will just you can't do something unless you did that thing. Maybe you did it in the last minute or something like that. And I think that's all I can add about this question. Maybe we can hear from someone else.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're
Um,
welcome.
Yes, yes. I will go with Rania. Yes.
yeah. Mm, I think I feel very bad about that because that's unrespectable. Because when I need to do something soon for anyone, I do it. That's why I want to, anyone to deal with me, uh, how like how I deal with him. That's why I don't respect anyone to proxinate anything. I want to do it soon. Thank- mm, that
Thank
is it.
you very much from Rania's side. She will feel disrespected. From Muhammad Fakhruddin, he will feel a little bit bad and mad about the situation. I would like to hear from the others. How do they feel about it? Yes, Khalid. Yes.
Yes, okay. Actually, my answer for this question is it depends. It depends on the task that has been procrastinated.
Hmm.
How much important it is it? and what the risk of that, like and why he do that, like what the reason. uh, for example, if something very important and urgent, and the other guy have no any like urgencies or emergencies, then still he procrastinated, then yes, anybody will feel bad and sad, etc. But the problem is that sometimes it's the brain or the mind do this, as you asked the question before. Sometimes if you give the task too much period of time to be to be executed within, then and the deadline is very far, then our brain like have a tendency to do it in the last minutes, and in the end. So for that, why that people tell you always give the task very short time, like yeah, if you give it short time, then you do it quickly and immediately, like I do this in today and right now, then you find yourself go ahead and do it. And if you tell yourself that I will execute this in one week, for example, then you will not start work on it till you come on the last day. So if we back to our answer questions, if how do you feel about, it depends on the task and the reason why it's has been procrastinated,
Thank
something like
you very much, Khalil, as usual. Yes. And yes, for Khalil's side, yes, he mentioned a very good point. A triangle of like what are the risks of the task not being, delayed or being procrastinated, reasons, and the matter or the task itself. That is how he evaluated, and accordingly, his sense or emotion will be stimulated, as well as also he mentioned that the time limit, the limitation, time limitation is always uh, crucial. And from his point of view, a bundle of time is always a fertile soil for procrastination to grow in. That was really good and very smart. And Al Badri, if you are here, I would like to hear your thoughts about this one. I think maybe he's not available. Yes,
I'm here, sir.
yes, yes. Go on.
I would feel unhappy, frustrated,
Yes, that is the
and
word
I
that I was
agree
looking for.
also with the previous speaker. I think it's Fakhri,
Yes.
and what the point that he raised up was really interesting, and it actually pinpoint exactly the whole situation of being procrastinated, or the situation of the delay, as we put it, in unfavored tasks.
Mhm. Thank you very much. Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, that leaves me with nothing, just to jump to the next question. So, is how? Okay, yes, I think I'll go to that one. Yeah, here. So, I say, are you the kind of person who usually procrastinate walks? Feel free if you don't want to answer this one. Um, this is just for the people they are open-minded to speak about themselves in public. Although I will not start first.
As you, Mr. and Mr. Khalil said before, it depends on time and the limit of that project or maybe that task. When it's like the time limit is short, or maybe you have only 1 day or 2 days, you will do it. You can't delay it. But when you have like gap of 1 month or 2 months, then your mind will start playing with some tricks that to postpone the task. You should be starting from now, but you are postponing it to tomorrow, then after tomorrow, and so on. So the answer for this question, I am like somehow. kind of this person. Like I used to procrastinate about it when I have tasks that maybe I have like gap of 2 months or 1 month. I do the plan, but I can't follow everything in that plan.
Excellent. Thank you very
Yeah,
much. Thank you very much. That is
you are
prolific,
welcome.
really, that is prolific, practicing. I encourage all the people to be with the same, let's say with the same rank and record. And I will be very glad, I'm sure it will be very fruitful. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for the K
Thank you.
people, Fakhreddin with the Kha, I think, and Khalil, and you are doing very well, actually. And anything about this
Me,
point, or we should? Yes.
me also. I think I kind of approximate if the works uh, depend on me, or it's about me, or it's for me.
Hmm.
But when I do anything for anyone else, I make sure do it in yeah, do it in time, or on time. Okay. Also, uh, like what my friend mentioned it, it's about the time. يعني if it is يعني if it is take more time, or if I have more time, uh, I make sure يعني don't let my mind to يعني to approximate it more. يعني maybe a little bit, but I يعني I will make sure I did it on time. يعني not after the time.
Excellent and also interesting. And very high sense of justice when it comes to others, and you feel free and easy going with yourself. Okay, I think lots of people have this kind of activity, and the good thing about it is the things will be done on time. I think. Okay, yes, and I think that leaves me to go to the next one. Yes, again, I don't know the name of collective. Guys, forgive me. Names are a lot today, and I sometimes forget. Yeah,
Mr. Mus'ab,
yeah.
I just want to just ask you for something. Actually, regarding to the question, I'm not the one of person that will procrastinate like usually works, but I have one thing. I keep like delaying it for too many years. I supposed to do an IELTS, but every time I put time for that, I keep postpone it, and I don't know why. I don't know if this considered procrastinating or just fearing or just postponing or delaying. I'm not sure, and I really need the certificate.
Actually, I first of all, I don't want to bash and give my answer for that one. Maybe there is someone who is well expert than me. I will
Mm.
go to the psychologist. Yeah, what do you think about this case, guys? If the psychologist is
Khalil,
not,
is
yes, go
there?
on. Yeah,
Yes.
Khalil is one of them.
Yeah.
So that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, she want to do IELTS exam, and she delayed. Then
Mhm.
the the issue
It's
here
not
is
delay,
that
it's keep delaying. No.
it's keep delaying it. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So this could be like mentioned as procrastination. I think here the point here is like this: to what extent this IELTS is important for your development or improvement. Now, the point is the people divided the task, or let's say the issue, into something important and urgent, and something not important but urgent, and something like uh, not important, not urgent. So
Okay.
if the IELTS test you classify it, this is according to her situation. I don't know, but she needs
It
just
is it is
to
it is
classify.
urgent and it is one of my priority, but at the same time, actually, I want like a specific score, and it's very high. And every time I say that, okay, I cannot like reach that point, and I don't know. I just want this score. I want to do the test, and I get it from the first time.
So, mhm. The
That's
correlation
why.
now is going to be a
Okay.
complex.
Yeah.
I
I
need I
think it
need to
depends
ask
on your
you.
readiness.
Mm?
It's a question about are you ready or not, and that's your question
I'm
that you
doing
should ask
preparation.
yourself.
I'm doing preparation and everything. I'm doing like exams, everything. But at the same time, I don't feel like I'm ready to get this score.
So then, in that case, you're not procrastinating. You are just not ready.
Yeah.
Good, good, very well.
Uh,
That is a good, argument. And I would like you to continue. I think Omar, Ahmed Omar I don't know, the name is not very well here but I think Ahmed Omar, he said that I've raised my hand. Yes, Ahmed Omar, yes, go on. Ahmed Omar, I
Yes, it
think,
is here, Ahmed Amr.
yes, go on, yes.
Hi, everyone. I think the question is the culture. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've been through different cultures. If I characterize them, or if I make a category for these cultures, one has a low. If we say negative culture, that's in my job. Okay, negative culture and a positive culture. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so I've been through this two situations. In negative culture, they don't feel they are procrastination something. Okay, or they are delaying something. Okay, they feel it's easy. And if you talk to them to do the job in time, they say it sometimes. They say it chill. Don't make it. Don't harsh. Okay, be easy. Don't do. Don't be like a manager and don't make a punishment and stuff like this. So I think they're ignoring the value of the time, and also some of them, not all of them, some of them have a lack of discipline in their jobs, so they said these statements. On the other hand, a positive culture. Okay, you don't feel there are something is. I don't feel they are procrastinating in this culture because they everything have a list, and you have to do this list. Okay, depend on this list. Yeah, as I think someone said, Mukhtar. I don't remember his name. Um, the manager, if we say the manager, give you a limited time, okay, to do your job. He doesn't give you a short or a long time, um, so you can do the job in the time. Okay,
Thank you
that's it.
very much. Thank you very
Okay,
much, Ahmed Umar. That
uh,
was
uh,
very good.
and that depends on the motivational motivation organization or culture have motivates their employee.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. And please, Ahmed, feel free anytime if you would like to speak.
Uh,
Just
okay, thank you.
snatch the mic from anyone. There will be some people pause. By the time someone pause, then just snatch it and start to speak. Others will listen
Uh,
to you, and I think
okay,
that is the
thank
way.
you.
Thank you very much. I will go back again to the case of our friend here. Say that, and I think Mr. Khalid was doing some of his answers. I think he was just commenting on her case. So if you guys willing to add more, I will allow you to go with that one. If you feel like yes, we've settled the situation, then I will jump to the next question.
Yes, I need to add something.
Yes, go on.
I need to ask her. She's Wad. I'm right?
Really, the name is iPhone or it's Galaxy A11 or Galaxy
My
11 or
name
so.
is
Wad.
Marwa.
Yes,
Marwa. Marwa.
Marwa.
Marwa. Okay.
Because also we have some with us. Her name, I think, Wad, must do IELTS after Eid, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I need to ask you one question.
Yes, go on.
Are you fear are you fear about the exam actually in any exam?
No, I don't have the fear of exams. I have the fear that I will not get this the score I want. That's it.
Okay,
But
you
you know what?
afraid of
The test
you
is
afraid.
very fast, and I don't want to repeat it again and again. That's it.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So my point is only, yeah, I'm doing exam and everything, like same like the test, like mini test. I'm doing like regularly, but at the same time, I still like I have that fear that I will not get the score.
Okay. Your fairness, not about the exam, but
Not
about
about it. Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, not
Okay,
getting
yeah.
the score I want because it's very high. That's
Uh,
why. Yeah.
yes. I hope you did it,
If
inshallah.
I add something here,
Inshallah.
if I add something here regarding the you are not want to do it again and again.
Yeah. I
Uh,
don't
from
know.
yeah, from my point of view, I think that it's not a bad thing to do the exam, especially the first one. That will help you a lot, help you in a serious way to
Yeah.
understand your situation, and also to tell you that what this exam is look like. So
Yes, I
all your
agree.
fears will, yeah, all your fears will be aside. Then the second one will be the one. So it could be, it's not that bad thing. And second thing that I also want to tell you, that if you want to stop this procrastination, give yourself a time, like tell yourself, I'm going to do the exam on this time, this day with the months, like give yourself whatever, and then start act like you will do the exam in the same time, and even reserve, register, etc. then
Yeah.
then then your brain will stop the procrastination. Like if you select and determine the date, then yeah, all the efforts will go in one direction, and then I think you will get the exam, and even you will, yeah, you get what you want.
Inshallah, inshallah. Maybe I just need to set a time and just be fixed for it.
Yeah.
Just do the test and get what score I got. It's just at least to have the experience. Maybe I have to try.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's
It's
better,
better.
I think, also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. So I
Thank you
think
guys.
you're welcome. That is all that we
You're
are here
welcome.
for. Okay, good, good. And the thing is being, I think it is being settled now. Just go with it, and it's all about fears, I think. And
Yeah.
also, you could use what Ahmed Umar says. He also say that when your manager give you the appropriate time to do a thing, not short, not long, that could be a good motivational, or it could be also one of the things that drives you to do things.
Yeah.
From my side, I would say appropriacy is well important, as well as also we need sometimes to face of fear. And
Mhm.
guys, if there
Inshallah.
is anything in this life will make it harder for you is judgment.
Yes.
As human, I believe we do not have any right to judge anyone, even if you are a judge. You don't have the right to judge him, but you have the right to judge the action of him.
Yeah.
So you cannot judge. When was the last time I think you procrastinated something and why? That was the case. I'm going to skip this one because it has been an answer and activity. It was from real life and it's been done here very well. Let's go with this question. Says, is procrastination a habit or a personal trait?
Self experience.
يعني بالعربي سمة من سمات الشخصية.
Yeah,
سمة.
I don't think it's a personal trait. I think it's just a habit because people do it in unintentional way. Like it's not when they do that thing, they are not doing like intentionally. It's just coming and it's just happen. But as a normal person, it cannot be a personal trait
You mean they do not do it with
intentionally.
a harmful intention because
Yeah,
it is really intentionally because there
yeah,
is nothing would justify that the task need to be done and you've done you didn't do it and you say that that's intentional. My point is maybe they didn't mean anything wrong with it.
yeah.
They, yeah,
They just do it, but they didn't mean to do it,
yeah,
which which is like it's like they do it, but they don't know that this thing it will affect them badly.
excellent. Okay, I will go to the psychology. Think there is a big argue about this in your I think in your
Mm.
realm. Mhm. Psychological point of view. What do you think, Mr. Khalil?
I'm not a psychologist actually, but my opinion on this in procrastination, is it a habit or personal traits? You get from your culture. If like the period of time when you raise for example in your family, like if your mom and to delay things, or you to tell you delay this, then when you grow up you feel like I need to delay this of your habits, like you used to do it for a
Mm-hmm.
very long of time, and you
Yes,
acquire it
yeah,
and
that's
you
right.
get from your culture, from your the place surround you, a personal traits, then actually the habits tend to be like a trait, like a personal something, like
Yeah,
if you
that's right. Yes.
yeah, and if you mean by personal trait that something you like, something on your genes, like something has been inherited from your like fathers and mothers. Actually, I'm not sure about this, but I think it's something you get it from for your surrounding, from your culture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, guys, what do you
Uh,
think? Yes.
Yeah, I, I need to. I
Yes.
agree,
Go on.
totally agree with them. For example, in my country, the people do the time and approximate proxy thing. But when يعني go any country other, they respect the time there, or do it on time. Their change change يعني like become another person.
Mm-hmm.
Respect the time and do anything on time, and like that. You get me?
Yes.
That's why I think it's habit, because in my country anyone don't respect. It doesn't matter of when I did it on time, or coming on time or approximate anything. That's why it's make like
Yes, actually, I think they say it all of the, you know, all the right things about this. Is it a habit? And I can say blindly, it's or surely it's a habit, you know, when you are it, like whenever you do, but you postpone it, it will be a habit for, it will be a habit.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think
I
that's
just
all.
have in the time span the limitation of our time. 3 minutes is just left. My club is 1 hour and a half. Actually, I cannot stand for more than 1 hour and a half. Actually, I think it will be a little bit boring if we stay more than that one. So that leaves us with like three questions or maybe three questions. Then they haven't been answered. So I don't know how to do them, but I will leave that question for you. You can discuss them on the group on WhatsApp. Still, you can send a voice message, or you can write your opinion about that one. In the last of this, I have to say, I express of my gratitude and happiness for all the participants here for make it happen and make it in a delicate way. Thank you, Mr. Khalil. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Fakhruddin. Thank you, Rania. Thank you, Marwa. Thank you, Hamza's mother. Thank you, Al Badri. Thank you, Ahmad Umar. Those were really active participants. At the end, I would like to thank also Al Musaid Group for this benevolent actions, taking the lead to help the Sudanese community across the UAE, as well as also for the Institute of Al Muhannad for Administration and Legal Training for this chance, which allowed me to see you all. And lastly, I would like to thank also myself for being here, because no one is going to thank me.
no, we need to thank you. No,
We need thank you.
but
Yeah.
you don't let you don't let the time for us to do it.
Actually,
Anyhow,
We
thank you
actually
very much, guys,
actually,
appreciate
we
you,
are
not
going to
just
thank
thank
you
you.
definitely. But after,
with us. As well, I have to say, for me, I am only available for one session a week. I
And
really
that
have
would be better.
tight schedule. Yes, I cannot
Yeah,
Yes.
one
promise
session
that.
a week it will be better. And yeah,
And I think that that
Actually,
is also enough. The questions will be also sent to you, like
mm,
maybe before 2 or 3 days. So still you can do,
yeah, good.
you can hit the
Preparation, yeah.
internet on them. Yes, you can surf on them also. Sometimes you
Yeah,
need to gather some information that will be also very
that's
good.
correct.
awesome.
Thank
And
you, Mr. Mala. Thank
actually,
you for
that's
Thank
all.
you,
everything.
Thank you
Mr.
very
thank
much.
For
you.
your time and
See
effort.
you in the
Thank
next
you.
episode.
Thank you for all of you because the
Thank you,
discuss
guys.
yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for all
Yeah.
of you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Bye bye. And
Okay,
I will
bye bye.
just leave it now for the administration board. So I
Yeah,
think Muhammad, he will be taking the lead. Thank you, Muhammad. You can stop recording right now.
okay, sure. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye bye.